All right, friends, official warm welcome to our global and interplanetary family. Everybody tuning in from all over the planet and across dimensions. It is such a blessing that we get to join our hearts and minds together like this today. Thank you so much, friends, for bringing your love and your presence to this beautiful gathering. My name is Dr. Edith Ubuntu Chan. I'm a longtime, huge fan of Jasmuheen's work. I've read not all of her book, but most of them. I attended her Darkroom retreat back in 2013, and it is without a doubt one of the most profoundly transformational experiences of my entire life. Many of you guys are here because you read my book, Super Wellness, where I also mentioned the profound transformations I had with the facilitation of Jasmuheen. She is my favorite meditation teacher on the planet, and I feel so blessed that I get this opportunity to share this experience together with you guys. And I'm looking through the lists of friends tuning in, a lot of friends from past gatherings that I recognize your names, our friends from the Super Wellness communities, and of course, all these global pioneers tuning in from Jasmuheen's longtime network. So I feel very honored, very blessed to be in all of you guys' presence. With all of that said, I'd love to just turn it over to Jazz because I know you guys all lovingly put in some Q&A inspiration for our Q&A. So I'd love if Jasmuheen can just begin to chat about some of those topics that are so near and dear to our hearts right now during this incredible time of intense transformation and beautiful opportunity that we have.
Welcome, everybody. And let's just take a moment to honor Edith. You know, trust is so important, and integrity. And I love this woman. She is one of these people who is so in her integrity, and she's the one I always choose to do Zoom meetings with, because Edith is just an amazing soul, and I'm very blessed for us, we can combine our networks, and she knows a lot more about Zoom than I do right now as well. And, you know, I remember when Edith first put together the first big Pranic festival, and she was following her heart. And she just invited people from all over the world who were in their journey of source feeding, including me. And it wasn't a huge group, but it was in California. And she put a lot of us in a house together. So I got to live with all these others that were doing amazing things. And I just remember watching Edith and just how she operated and how she put it all together, and just feeling, wow, what a special soul. So I just want to honor Edith. Thank you for all you do, but also to all of you. You know, I was in a network. I was invited into a network with a very, very famous guru many years ago. And this woman, she wanted to know about my network, our network, and who were they? And I said, well, the majority are long-term meditators. Probably nearly everybody is vegan or vegetarian. They're pretty well, most of them have committed their life to service, to be a nourishing presence in the world. And I was just telling her how wonderful our network is, and it's just about patterns of energy. And she said, oh, I'm so jealous. She said, I'm getting people at the beginning of their transition. I'm getting people who are just in that feeling like there's something more, and maybe they've been drinking a lot of alcohol or doing a lot of heavy duty life intensity things, and they were ready to come out of that. And so she was having to work very, very differently to what I need to do when I gather with these beautiful friends and colleagues. And that's what it is. It's a gathering of friends and colleagues. We never do the teacher game or the guru game or one person smarter than another, because we understand that we all have the most unique patterns of energy to blend with and to tune to and to honor and respect. So with that, let's take our wonderful network here and let's just take a few moments and just come into a more matching rhythm of the alpha theta brainwave patterns. We're going to do a little meditation to start, share a little update of where we're at, cover some questions, and then do a nice long meditation when we finish. But let's just get tuned to this frequency that is vibrating in our soul, which is just pure love. So let's slow the breath right down. Just closing your eyes for a few minutes. Let's make every breath just conscious of what we are breathing, what we are drawing and drinking from are the purest currents of love that vibrate throughout creation. And the energy becomes that which we label it. So what we're focused on now is just drawing to us, allowing to rise through us pure love. And if your mind wanders on that slow inhale, just chant I. An I that recognizes I am divine, but I am also human. The I of acceptance. And on the slow exhale, just imagine breathing out pure love through the pores of our skin into the fields around us. And we chant Am. And on this exhale, just let yourself fully relax in the here and now. Slow, deep breath. I. Slow exhale. Let that pure love that vibrates through our atoms flow out from us. With the chant Am and just relax. Be present. Few more deep conscious breaths. Drinking of the purest love that vibrates everywhere. And then relaxing fully on each exhale with the I am mantra of acceptance. I am human, I am divine, and I am here. Just expand your awareness and just sense so many beautiful beings tuning into this now. each one with a unique pattern of energy, and each one with incredible gifts to add into this evolving field of life on earth today. Sense all your brothers and sisters tuning in now from so many different cultures and countries and spiritual life realities. And just sense your heart chakra as a beautiful dimensional door. So much energy of light, wisdom flowing through your heart chakra and out into the fields. Just connecting, revealing this pattern of connectivity between us all. We are connected in the web of one. We recognize this connection now. And we ask, we set a clear intention now out into the unified field of quantum benevolence, intelligence, and love. We ask that all that we share energetically, every word, every energy transmission, that all that is shared in this gathering vibrates to the pattern that is for the highest good of us all. Can your heart say yes, yes, yes to this? Make this our truth. And we ask that what radiates through us all and out into this world, all that we share on all levels, is for the highest good of human evolution, of all sentient life on earth in this now moment of time and beyond. Can your heart say yes, yes, yes to this? Make this our truth. Lock this in. Expand your awareness and sense more beings coming in. Beings of the greatest light and greatest love and wisdom that have been pattern matched energetically with us all through time and beyond. Wise ones, loving ones. We move beyond the space-time, linear time continuum to simultaneous time and sense them tuning in, joining us. You know these ones, they are beloveds. Another support team for the here now. Just sense them. Notice that heart chakra sun radiation of light, how we are connected, not just to each other, but to these ones as well. all beaming in from the unified realms, blue line beings of great love and wisdom. They too operate only in manner, a manner that is for the highest good of all sentient life through all realms. Sense them. Just take a few moments. Just sense this benevolent intelligence in the field, the unified field. What is your greatest prayer in your heart right now? Just let it flow spontaneously. Prayer for yourself or loved ones or for this world or beyond. What is your heart prayer? Your breath slow, conscious. What is your deepest heart's prayer at this now moment of time? Just sense these prayers being collectively recorded in the Akashic Records book of your lives. But beyond this, being recorded in the fields, in the grid around the world, that living, pulsating grid that some call Christed, meaning a grid of great love and potential. This is our planet, our world. We stand at the brink of an incredible historical time in evolution. What are your prayers? To see it all being registered from our gathering into the grids. Just take a few final moments of meditation for this. Before we begin with this next level of sharing, just notice that sun chakra in the crown, a ball of energy in your crown chakra. Notice its billions of rays of light extending out. Rays of light flow in, flooding your physical body with the purest light, cosmic particles, wisdom, energy, nourishment. Flooding through your brain, flowing down your head, neck, arms to fingers, down your torso, legs to feet, and down to the core of the planet, like an internal shower. It happens all the time, whether we know it or not. Just filling every cell with cosmic particle high chi energy from higher zones. Notice the rays of light extending out from the crown chakra sun, and they are anchoring into the highest zones, frequencies, flows of consciousness that you can match with and access. But notice how these rays of light are almost like cosmic straws and now flowing back from these pure zones, highest zones, is another influx of energy that your system needs now to regenerate, nourish, heal, inform, fine-tune. As the consciousness of the planet shifts, we can access into higher, more refined zones. So sense new energies coming in now, flowing in through these cosmic straws, flowing in through the crown. Green for healing if you need it. Blue light for wisdom and love frequency. Gold for wisdom, blue for love. Violet for transmutation, transformation. Red for discipline, power, will. I can sense for some of you the complete rainbow spectrum is flowing in from so many zones. In through the crown chakra, flooding your body, going to parts of your body that need these frequencies now. Just notice this. And these will continue to flow in. From this moment on, in the right way, the right dosage each one needs. Changing as consciousness in the world changes. Come back to your heart chakra. Sense the power of the heart sun. Radiation. A chakra that is operating almost like a source point in its power, its wisdom, its love transmission. And notice it too has billions of rays of light that are flowing through every cell, every atom in your being, and then flowing out, radiating out through the pores of your skin around this world as if you are a cosmic transmission station for the purest love and wisdom and power to always flow through in the right way, in the right time, in a way that's for the highest good of all. Can your heart say yes, 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 yes to this? Make this my truth. Those guiding this want us to move our attention down to the base chakra now and see it too lighting up as a sun. It too is radiating out millions of rays of light, but grounding us as well into all zones that we need to be more anchored into now in this next phase of evolution. Sense rays of light from the base chakra sun going into the heart of Gaia. Just connecting with Gaia, and take a moment to just tell this beautiful planet consciousness that's transmissioning, ascending now, that we connect. We make the commitment to live in harmony, to walk this earth in harmony upon her. We open for her love, her guidance, so we can move as one harmonious wave through this next phase of evolution upon her, within her fields. Can your heart say yes, yes, yes to this? Just take a moment to tell Pachamama Gaia, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you for these bodies. Thank you for the elements that give me form. Thank you for the gift of life upon you right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Just sense the rays of light from the base chakra shooting up through the chakra column, from base to sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, brow, crown, and way beyond. And then from the crown sun down through the brow, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, base down to the core of this world. The whole chakra system lighting up now, being boosted to run at its highest potential that you need now. Sense each chakra boosted so the crown touches brow, touches throat, touches heart, solar plexus, sacral base, and that each chakra now merges into one chakra column that begins to spin. Just sense, does it need to spin clockwise within you or anti-clockwise? We are just revealing what's always there within you on the most refined level, this spinning chakra column. Every chakra operating at maximum potential, the whole column spinning out through your cells, through your atoms, feeding you with the perfect blend of nourishment you need to operate at your highest potential when you are ready. Can your heart say yes, 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 yes to this? I am ready to operate at my highest potential from this point on in a way that is beneficial to all sentient life from this point on. Yes. Yes, yes. The spinning chakra column goes way beyond its spin out into the field to harmonize us all. Our group spinning out through the world, the perfect blend of frequencies to touch the systems of all who are open to this now. And so all that we share here is beneficial not just to our gathering, but to all sentient life through all realms. Add your tone, perhaps an om, perhaps an ah, just add your sound frequency as we come to a close. Let it flow out through the fields, your tone, your sound. And when you're ready, just slowly opening your eyes. Now we can begin. Just take a few deep breaths. Deep breath in. On the exhale, deep breath in. On the exhale, once more. My body always releases a few tears when we meditate together like this. It's so nice. So welcome to our gathering, to all of you unique, wonderful pattern holders of perfect frequencies. We scanned through all your questions, not just from those of you tuning in now, but when you tuned in with us in April. When we gathered in April with Edith and the network, we went straight into a big meditation and we didn't take many questions. And when I looked at them last night and the ones for this gathering, my heart was so touched. One, many of you asked, when can I come to your country again? To Romania and Brazil and all these places. And we're in lockdown. I'm sorry, my country is closed. Not only am I in a closed border continent, but I'm in a closed border state. And I know for some of you, you're like, oh, I don't like this. And I can feel some of you in resistance as to what's happening in the world. But we'll share more about this at the moment, shortly. The thing that touched me the most was all of you, so many, Edith knows this, probably 90% of you were saying, how can I help others? That's the beauty of this network. Some of you, you had more personal questions, but many of you were like, how can I help others who are suffering to move through this time more easily? And we want to share a few stories here and bring in a perspective that I've been getting ever since the beginning of this year and from the March time in particular. I was doing a lot of work through February and March with a lot of our Chinese friends who were the first country to go into this whole pandemic reality. And it was beautiful because so many people had exactly the same questions. But what they were saying was interesting. And it's got a lot to do with this initiation time we are all in now, and nobody can escape. I've noticed that there are a lot of people in networks who have become almost like seminar junkies. We've talked about this before, and I noticed this a lot in China. And people were saying, I find I have these brilliant wisdoms, these brilliant understandings, these brilliant principles of how I want to operate, but I'm not there. Life is teaching me that I'm not where I'd like to be. I am impatient. I am judgmental. Maybe I get frustrated. Maybe I get angry. And I want to anchor more into a beneficial frequency because I can feel it's not good for me and it's not good for those around me, particularly family. And more of you will be tested as we go through these different waves. And it's so beautiful to know that. So let's have a look at something these beings talk to me about right now. 3 pools of energy. I want you to see it as one pool of energy. It's like a city on one side of a bridge, or a country or a zone on one side of a bridge. And you could call that the zone of duality. It's never going to change. It's built to challenge. It's built for free will games. It's built to deliver wisdom. It's built to deliver aha moments. It's built for you to gain heart richness and virtues. It's built to play and be the creators we were born to be. It's built to show us whether we want to use our creative energy wisely or whether we just want to play the indulgent me game. And we've all played the indulgent me game through our different lives at different times. And the delivery of the zone of duality is so perfect. Now, in that zone, it is so mesmerizing. You can see, ooh, you switch on the news and there's all this either fake news or maybe good news or maybe this, or it's the them and us game. It's the good guys and the not good guys, and it's the conspiracy theories, and it's the we've got to get rid of these guys and we've got to do it this way. And it's the most mesmerizing, incredible game to play. But I know that those of you in our network, you know this is a game you've played for thousands and thousands and thousands of years and maybe more. And many people are so deep in that game because they're learning those initiations of the fame game, the sex game, the money game, the right use of power game, all of that fabulous spiritual initiations. So that's a city, it's a zone. But what's happening now is this huge energy bridge. We call it, the light beings call it, the bridge of yes and no. And many people have gotten to a point in the zone of duality where they've gone, oh, there's got to be something more. We know this. And it's when they are done, when they go, surely there's something better than these games, especially when you look at the political games and the economic games and the limited education paradigms. It's like, it's not enough. It's not highbrow enough. It's not respectful enough. It's not honoring enough. It's almost like kids in the playground having continual fights almost, you know, because it's me. So many people have gone, yeah, there's got to be something more. And they've begun to vibrate onto this bridge of yes or no. And that's where so many people are now. Now, Spirit tells me this is like a 10-year bridge. It's going to take from 2020 to 2030 to have enough people who are destined in their pattern, their predescension pattern of energy, to walk the bridge and come into the third pool of energy where many people are now as well. Not as many as in this one, definitely not as many as are in this connecting bridge. But the bridge of yes and no is not a bridge of analysis, it's a bridge of heart. It's a bridge of things rising in your life and you just going, no, I'm done. I don't want to analyze. I don't want to give it energy anymore. I'm just not interested in playing that game anymore. I'm not interested in supporting that particular hologram because it is a hologram. And so people go, no, don't want to play. And then other things will present and it'll be like, yes, I want to play there. Oh, yes, that's what my heart is. It just feels right. And I can say yes to that. I can say yes to going to a higher level of true tantric expression with my beloved one. If you're in relationship, I'm ready to go to the next level. I'm ready to go to the next level of mutually beneficial relationship with family, with friends, with my networks. I'm ready to step into networks that are always operating for the highest good of all sentient life. Yes, 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 yes. Say yes, yes, yes to this now. Lock it in. Now remember, we are in a field we've opened where this benevolent quantum unified field intelligence is very aware of this gathering, as are all the beings connecting with us from the unified realms. And what we say yes to here now starts to re-vibrate every one of us into another zone, because our heart, yes, comes from the heart. So just look at this bridge and let's share stories here. We're going to come back to the other side as well. Many years ago, I met this young woman in China, and she was a mum and she was really, really busy, and she had money. She had a husband who brought in a lot of money, and she spent a lot of her time going to gatherings, going to spiritual seminars. And she came up to me and she said, I'm really still so unhappy. I've gotten to all these gatherings and all these seminars, but there's still something not quite right in my life. And I said to her, describe your day to me. So she did. She got up in the morning, busy, taking care of the kids, getting them ready for school, helping her husband getting ready for work. Then she went and dropped them at school, and then she went and did some shopping, and she met friends for maybe some gym work or some lunch or some shopping or some bits and pieces, but she was busy all day, giving her energy to feeding the zone of duality. At night, husband would come home, they'd have a few drinks, that would help with the kids getting to bed, make it all a bit more relaxed, enjoyable. Then the kids would be in bed and asleep. She'd spend time with her husband. They'd watch a bit of TV, talk a little bit, often fall asleep in front of the TV, absorbing all that energy. And then the next day, do it all again. And I said, where is your nurturing time to feed you physically with really good energy, emotionally with really top class energy, mentally with really good mental energy, and also spiritually? Where is the time that you are applying all the wisdom you've been absorbing in seminars but not integrating? Show me that. we talked a little bit more, and I said, well, maybe you could watch 1 hour of TV a night instead of 2. Maybe you could start to take some self-nurturing time at night when the kids are asleep, have a nice long bath, put in some oils, maybe play some sacred music and do this love breath. I am pure love. Remember, on the inhale, it's I am. I am, and on the exhale, pure love. I am on the inhale, and on the exhale, infinite. I am on the inhale, and on the exhale, eternal. And in the bath, the naming, claiming, and letting this part of you rise, because this part is the part that will give you physical, emotional, mental, and etheric nourishment in a way like nothing else can. She went, okay. I said, maybe at the end of a bath, you could just call your husband in, have a bath together, have some personal time together as well, but have a look at where in a 24-hour period you are really nurturing yourself, where you are applying all the wisdoms you've picked up in the gathering. Because how she was spending time was keeping her anchored in that first zone of duality. And you guys know this. How we spend our time determines our frequency, which determines what we are magnetically vibrating into. And so she was great. She decided, okay, well, I'm going to drop the kids to school and I'm going to go to yoga, because that's great at energizing my system. She started to do yoga and qigong classes, and she'd invite her girlfriends to join her. And then they started to go to really healthy vegan places to give physical body nourishment a bit better, so that she was more vibing in lesser digestion for heavier food, and she had more energy for lightening up, for using for other ways. She got lighter, she started to lose a bit of weight, she started to tone up, she started to feel better about herself, she started to meet new like-minded friends at yoga, at qigong. And I saw her much later and she said, oh my God, my life is so different. She said, I just found myself saying no really clearly to many things and saying yes to other things, and then doing what was required. And as I changed my lifestyle, I got more energy and I felt more grateful, and I had more patience with the children because I was meditating and became more detached. Everything changed with our communication with husband in the house, with friends. Some friends vibrated away, new ones came. And she was deep still on the bridge of yes and no and going through that. But she literally energetically shifted out of the zone of duality, was more anchored in the alpha brainwave patterns, going deeper into the theta, where you see life more through the eyes of your essence. So she was like, yep, she wasn't on the other side of the bridge yet. She was on her way, and everyone was going, wow, your energy has changed so much. She became a living example of somebody embodying the wisdom that they all knew but weren't embodying. Okay, that's one extreme. And then recently, a good friend of mine, because we have a matrix of friends, not students teach a game. That's, I've got nothing to teach you don't already know in yourself. When you go into silence, it's all revealed in the stillness, you know that. And so a friend of mine rang me up and she said on WhatsApp, and she said, oh my God, my car was completely destroyed. I wasn't in it, by a big truck that scraped and whatever did. It's undrivable. So I can't go out anywhere now. I'm stuck at home a lot more. And she said, I thought, that's weird. I'm a good girl. It's interesting. I meditate, I'm kind-hearted, I live a really brilliant lifestyle, you know, and many of you are here. And she said, I'm walking every day, and the next day, a few days later, I put on my shoes to go for a big walk around my neighborhood to get some good Mother Nature chi boosting, because this is a wonderful thing we can do where possible, really boost your system with deeper immersion with Mother Nature chi. Her electromagnetic field is incredible. And she said, so she put on her shoes, she had socks on, she's walking down the road and something bit her, stung her. She took off her shoe and her sock and she went, ow, and her body started to go really weird. And her friend walking with her said, what bit you? So her friend lifted up the shoe. Something bit her twice. They looked inside and it was a scorpion. They managed to make a bit of noise and somebody in the neighborhood came straight out, gave her a needle filled with like an anti-venom. They got them to hospital. They had to have a lot of anti-venom because they'd, especially the one on the foot, had been bitten with so much poison. She could have easily left the body if it hadn't have been taken care of so quickly. And her friend, they both got the anti-venom, and she said she was so sick for days, but she said, what am I doing wrong? And all I could do is laugh. You are not doing anything wrong, but for some of you, you are coming to this point in the bridge where you cannot go into this next phase until you've gone through graduation. And graduation, this is something you've got to do alone. Nobody can take you through this. This is like being at university where you've got the final tests. And this is a study of how well you apply your wisdom and mastery in your own life. Are you deep in your mastery? And she handled that whole situation so well. She was so on it. So I could almost feel that around her, the fields were going, tick, 9 out of 10. Yes, you can graduate. And we shared this about it's graduation time for many of you, for me too. I've had a lot of testing this year, especially around dealing with family and friends and so many people going through so much. And it is a time of, are you the living embodiment of the wisdom you carry, or do you still in and out? And sometimes you're very wise and can keep it together. And sometimes you're like, because you get so mesmerized by the duality hologram. And it's so easy to get mesmerized because the stories are good. They're so dramatic. Like you look at the elections right now in our world. We just had an election in Australia, in my state, for premiership. 2 women. They were classy. They were so respectful. They were so wonderful to watch. 10 out of 10 with good behavior, girls. Really lovely, supporting, honoring. And then you see other games going down of people caught up in the me game and the ego and the playing, and that's fine. There is no judgment on that. But what we want to take you into now is the other side of the bridge. So many of you, all you need to do right now, as you keep vibrating energetically across the bridge, is don't get too much into mental analysis. Just go to heart consciousness and respond to what feels right in your heart. Maybe it feels right in your heart to unhook from the media games for a while. Maybe it feels right to do more, deeper, longer meditations. Maybe you're in deeper lockdown again. I am told by my light being friends, we are 55% of the way through this pandemic. Get that, okay? We have more tests, more initiations to go through. How much are you embodying all the wisdom you carry? How much are you loving appropriately? And this is a big initiation. Because remember, there are people around you in your network, they've got to go through exam time themselves. They've got to come into this point of being done in their heart, not here, but really in their heart. They've got to come into sincere, heartfelt, quantum, unified field communion. And they've got to say, I am ready. Help me. Some of you do this with me now. I am ready to step into this next phase of evolution on Earth, to go deeper into true unity consciousness within me, to see more unity consciousness around me. I am ready to experience my highest potential in the here and now, in a way that's for my highest good and the highest good of all in my network. Yes, 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 yes. I am ready to receive an influx of all the will and the discipline and the power and the wisdom and the love that I need now. Tune me, work with me. And remember, we're just talking to this benevolence within that's everywhere and flowing through us as well. What are you ready for? When you're crossing this bridge of yes or no, don't look back. The past is done. There is a mass migration out of the zone of duality. And the light beings keep saying that. Hey, love it. Leave duality alone. Just because it's there doing what it's doing, you don't have to play there. You know that rhythm. Come back to the call of your heart. Come back to a rhythm that makes you go, yes, I'm excited. Yes, let's go on. Because we really are at this major choice point. It'll take some time. But let's go on. You don't have to stay on the bridge. All you got to do is scan through your life, be very clear about what you're saying yes to and no to. And eventually you'll vibrate, because quantum will respond to you with one way. When what you are saying yes to is for the highest good of this next wave of human evolution and is a model of reality that mirrors the divinity you are. In other words, you're cool, already enlightened, wise, loving self, which is there. It's time for it to rise, time for it to fully blossom. When you're in alignment with all of that, you'll naturally be off the bridge. There's nothing more to say yes to or no to because you're clear. So then we have the third group of people, and the third group of people are what the Pleiadians call the frequency holders. And that is people who can just look at it all and go, interesting holograms. Interesting to see the drama unfolding on planet Earth and then us. And it's interesting to just also be here now. To be anchored in something so peaceful. To be anchored in something so pure. To be anchored in something so nourishing that you have no more human hunger. And this is true source feeding. It's got nothing to do with this physical, taking physical food or not. That naturally just flows away. And we went into this in our new online course on source feeding, that it is an ascension program. It's about physical and ascension on all levels, but it's about personal, global, and universal ascension. So this third group of people are the pattern holders for a triple ascension reality, and by transmitting fertilizing frequencies. Fertilizing frequencies unify, they don't separate and divide, and that's the difference. The first zone here of duality that we're transitioning out of has frequencies that tend to divide. Love, fear, dark, light, good guys, bad guys, masculine, feminine, my way is the only way, you know the game, we've done it. So they're the frequencies that fertilize a division. The bridge of yes and no is like, it's the transition of you and all of us letting go of deep, old genetic patterns, deep, old cultural patterns, patterns of tradition, deep, old patterns we've picked up right from the very beginning, where we first felt separate and individualized from that source energy baseline frequency of complete oneness, when we literally started journeying as individual sparks. So what's so beautiful is there's a lot of patterns. They're rising. They're rising within us. They're rising in the land. They're rising around us. And all we have to do is go yes or no. Then we have to match the frequency of the zone we are ready to drop into, because it is a relax, let it go. Relax, let it go. I am human and I am divine. I am everywhere. I am in everything. I am the all that is. And I recognize this with this breath. And I relax and I just drop back consciously to the purest pool of energy that I can drop into now, considering my patterns of energy. I am. And so we give this I am pure love, I am infinite, I am eternal mantras. And we've also provided the online course of Changing Zones, living a life of effortless ease and joy and all of that too. But we have this ability of conscious, intelligent, heart choice. What game do we want to play? We're on a bridge, but where do you want the bridge to take you? Do you want the bridge to do a circular pattern and dump you back in the zone of duality? Or are you like, yeah, I don't have to save the world. Please, I hope you can let go of that one. We're not saving the world. We're just simply leaving duality to do what it's done through eons of time, through many star systems. The zone of duality is an amazing circular field moving through many dense earth-type worlds. But where's another pattern and another pattern and another pattern? But it's a vibrational shift, as you know. So here we have the third group, and many of you, I know, you're here, you're there, most of the time. Now and then you get a bit like, ooh, mesmerized. What are they doing? Okay, so you switch on the media and you have a little look up. That's interesting. Okay, and then you come back to stasis. And this is a word our light being friends are talking about a lot. And this is the answer to so many of your questions. How do I benefit others? How can my presence benefit others? You benefit others by radiating the most nourishing frequencies that you can access that will in turn nourish those around you. If you can hold the pattern of peace in the darkest nights, if you can hold the pattern of unconditional love, if you can hold the pattern of seeing the bigger picture, because your essence nature is so risen within you that you can see the higher agenda of what is happening in our world right now, and you can hold the love and hold the peace and hold the energy so that people can choose in the right way, in the right time for them without us judging. Because sometimes you want to rescue. I'm a mum. I'm a grandma. When I see anyone in my family suffering, I just want to wave a magic wand and go, ding, you're free from that pain, whether it's physical or emotional or whatever. But they've got to dive deep into these holograms sometimes. And then they're going to come out and go, I'm done. I'm really done. Not because we're offering an alternative that they're not ready to step into, but because they've received everything they need and been gifted with the virtues that are there for them to gain, because that's what's inspiring this universal ascension right now. Because those walking this bridge, and even still in duality, and on the other side, there is one common thread, and that is richness of heart. People on earth playing in duality have become so heart rich because they've learned so much through the suffering and so much through the struggle. They've learned to be patient. They've learned to be more loving. They've learned to be more compassionate. They've learned to be more honoring. They've learned to listen more. They've learned to just be still when stillness is required. They've learned to step out of judgment, because we know when we go into judgment, it's like poisoning a flower of potential. But when we can love with loving acceptance and loving allowance, like we do children. You know, my grandson recently fell off his skateboard and broke or fractured his right arm. And it's like I could go, rah, 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 or I could just go, okay, well, no, what have you learned, buddy? Oh, maybe I need to use my helmet and some crash pads or whatever. To be lovingly supportive in a wise way is so important now, to be able to read the field and to just hold the right frequencies. So it's about frequency fertilization of the sort of energy that can uplift all who are ready for upliftment when they're done playing and gaining what it is they need to gain, or they wouldn't be still locked into that zone. So here we have this third group of energy. Now, these people are literally the dominant frequency they're carrying is gratitude and compassion, and they really are in this, wow, life on earth is incredible. I really feel as if I live in the kingdom of heaven on earth. I really feel as if the Shambhala matrix has risen, and I am only connecting with, meeting with the most wise, loving communities of people and individuals. And I can see what's happening across the bridge, and I can see what's happening in the zone of duality. And I know that people need a certain frequency to help them through that. And maybe that frequency is just unconditional love. Pure loving allowance, not to accept that, but to simply say, just because that zone exists, which is like a massive apartment block with a basement view, just because many people are choosing still to play in the basement with limited view and limited reality, it doesn't mean I can't hit that elevator and go up, 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 up and have a penthouse view. That's on earth. Jesus talked about it. The kingdom of heaven is within you. The Buddha's pure land. You know all this. So what can we do now when we're gathered? So yes, fully embody the wisdom, the love, the power, the ascended beingness that you are at your core. Live the life, this lifestyle that maybe we recommend in our Luscious Lifestyle course or manual. Put yourself in the zone by how you're spending time, like the Chinese girl did. Fill your body with the frequencies that can feed you on all levels through your lifestyle. Don't judge yourself. Don't go into the what's wrong with me? Why is this happening? Many of you, it's your last embodiment here. And you know that. We've had you check this with kinesiology before. And some people hate it when we talk about this. To make that statement, this is my final embodiment on earth. Hold it. Check that. Is the circuit holding? Well, if this is your final embodiment on earth, this is big graduation time. That means you have to fully embody as a truth all the wisdom you've gained through all timelines now and hold the frequency of pure nourishment. Now, you might have to do it for 10 years. You might be doing this for 20 years, but the light beings say to me, 2050, you will not recognize this world, because the door to the zone of duality will be fully closed. The bridge will start to disintegrate. People will have vibrated into this whole new pattern of energy that is very different to the earth we know today. And the light beings, as we've shared with you, say right now there's a million different earths and a million different versions of you, and you need to choose which version of you wish to dominate and which version of earth you want to transmigrate, vibrate into. Are you ready? Can we say this collective yes now? We are ready to fully experience the Shambhala matrix risen and anchored through earth, through our earth. We are ready to exist in a manner that lets us operate on our highest potential together, collectively. We are ready to step into a brand new way of being that honors and respects all sentient life. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Then I'm asking that I be given all the support. I'm asking that I get everything I need to energetically make this an experiential truth. Yes, yes, yes. So the main questions from you all, thank you, thank you, thank you, were how can you assist those who are struggling and suffering? Some of you, we want to add, we've said this before, you look back on your life as I do, and you can see and acknowledge that you've always been given everything you've needed when you've needed it. Yes, me too. Not what you wanted, always. If you've always had that in the past, of course it will continue in the future, because we live in this field of incredible benevolence and love that is in us and always takes care of us in the right way at the right time. And I know that some of you, your income has stopped and everything's changing now because there's a brand new pattern of energy that our heart virtues have called into being, that's like a brand new matrix of potential that is being superimposed in the existing fields right now. And some of you have already moved yourself fully into this new way of being, totally a life full of grace, heart filled with gratitude, but compassion, and the appropriate ability, the way to love appropriately and support appropriately. You're in the new pattern on the other side of the bridge, but it's going to take some time, but we can speed it up. It's up to us. When we allow that pure nature, as we're always talking about, to rise and dominate the field, to just drop into that, even just with the mantras, I am pure love, I am infinite, I am eternal, living the life to match that. Taking time. I can't travel right now, but I can travel in my consciousness. I am a vast, we are, all of us, vast, multi-dimensional beings. We exist already in all realms, in very high levels of awareness in all realms. We exist in the unified realms already. The vastness of that which we are is there, just a small drop of who we are in this body on earth right now. So we can tune, we can align, we can open, we can say, yes, let me be a nourishing, regenerating presence to all who require that now through all zones. Yes, yes, yes. So that answers nearly all of your questions that came back to this. I would like you to just, some of you, let's go into some silent time, and others, go take a break. Quickly, you might need a refresher, pee break, or a bit of water, but we'll wait, make it quick, and we'll come back and we'll do this meditation. I have no idea what needs to come through, but let's just come back into the field and meditate together. When you come back, if you need music, find some beautiful music that you love, that puts you in your heart. Some people need that, others love, love, love silence. Okay, so quickly have a break. The rest of you who don't need a break, join me now. Remember the holographic nature of everything. The Holy Ones are always saying there's only one reality, and that is the reality we drop into when we are flooded by the wisdom that lies at our core, and the love and the peace and the awareness, where we can just dissolve and know exactly what it is we need to know and be fed exactly in the perfect way that we each need to be fed, considering the complexity of the uniqueness we are. This energy of I am pure love, this energy of I am infinite, this energy of I am eternal, it's the energy that allows this pure nature to rise and give us the higher perception. So where do you want to play? The games of duality are very interesting. It's going to be a lot of drama, a lot of big, big, big things changing with the pandemic, with government institutions, with economies, educational systems, the way we are choosing to work, our children. It's all going to change. It's all rising for new patterns to be merged with and into to dominate. Yes, no, that's all we need to do. Yes, no. I'm done. No analysis, no judgment required. Where do we want to give our attention to? Be the frequency holder. Be peace in motion. Be love in action. Have that higher perception. Get clear. Go on to the other side of the bridge and just take yourself into that pure field of love. Because for those of you saying to me, how can I make contact with the interdimensionals and the beings of light? They find us all. It's all frequency matching, whether it's source feeding or anything. You've just got to vibrate into the zone, and we vibrate by what we give our energy to. We vibrate into it by how we spend our time. So we're going to release a beautiful contact online course for those of you who want this. Have a look at our jasmaheen.com website and you'll find online courses there. Tell the universe to bring you whatever you need, to time and everything to participate. Expect to be supported. Expect everything you need to come to you in life now, whether it's money or time or help with children or whatever you need, just hold it. And one more thing, look at your self-worth. We say this to some of you because you're still dependent on external biofeedback for internal self-worth and validation. Spend time telling yourself your own worth. Are you a loving being? I am. Are you a kind being? Yes, as kind as I can be. Are you a compassionate being? Most of the time, pretty well, yes. Are you doing the best that you can do? Yeah, great. Are you interested in everybody on this planet when they're ready to experience the highest potential that they can, to know all the love they're looking for, the peace, whatever they are searching for, to have them find this? Of course. Are you playing in the we game and not the selfish me? Although some of that can be good. We need self-nurturing time too. Are you taking time to nurture yourself with good quality acknowledgement? Self-worth comes from who you are and how you operate as an individual from your heart. You are so wise, you are so loving, you are so compassionate. Claim that. That's self-worth, that's validation, not media and how they react to you or social media or any of that. We are amazing, multi-dimensional, vast, loving, wise beings playing on earth right now, waking up, experiencing more of our potential and holding beautiful frequencies we are embodying for the fertilization, the upliftment of anyone who is ready to move, vibrate beyond duality. You are educators, you are healers, you are creatives, you are gifters, you are holders of such unique patterns of energy. Tell this quantum field to bring you everybody who is destined to pattern match with you and to have that you can have mutually beneficial relationship with and exchange now in this next period in a way that's for your highest good, your family's highest good, your community's highest good, and the highest good of all sentient life in this next phase of evolution. So I love you, love you, love you, love you all. And thank you, thank you, thank you for bringing in this meditation and this sharing today. Namaste.
Jasmine, thank you so, so much for that gift that is just beyond words beautiful.
Now, everybody, before you go, you know, Edith does so much, and I know she pays extra to have Zoom meetings to accommodate you all. If you guys want to give any donations, she'll have a donation button for you for that too. Some of you are doing great in your work and business still, others, of course, you're not. We're also open to do some scholarships and good discounting for our online courses as well. So go to our website, contact us, and let us know how we can help you as well. And for those of you who can donate, spread it around, spread the love around, spread the wisdom around, spread the money around. Just let's be kind, giving, loving, helpful people, supporting each other in the best way we can.
So I've put together a simple webpage, dredithubuntu.com/jazz, which has links to Jazz's website. And if you're in a financial position where you feel or to donate to support the IT and web expenses so that we can bring more of these beautiful gatherings again, we'd love to, we receive your donations with much, much gratitude. And also we're all here to bring the very best of ourselves, our energy, our donations, whatever it is, so that we can all be here to be generous and supportive of one another on this journey. On the website, you can see links to Jasmuheen's beautiful courses, so many prolific, incredible courses that she's put together recently, and also some links to other gifts and offerings that I have to offer. So we'd love to keep in touch with you guys. And whenever we get to join our hearts and minds together again, I can't wait for that opportunity to meditate and share with you guys again.
And yes, we'll be doing more on our new Podia platform, live meditations, etc. too, because it's so nice to feel each other in the field and the power of the now moment, gathering together and meditating like we did today. It just makes my heart sing, and I hope it makes your heart sing too. Namaste. Thank you to all of you. I can see your little notes.
There are hundreds of thank yous all coming through. Jasmuheen, thank you so much. I'm just beyond words, so grateful for you.
Me too, me too. I love you all. Mwah. Ciao, Bella.
Bye, friends. Thank you for joining us. Bye.